Keats is fighting a tree. Who's winning, Mr. Keats? What I actually want to show you is Mary, who has just learned how to stay on her back feet for more than a second, and she's getting the leaves off the high saplings, and it's just completely eldritch. She's got such long legs, and she's just so, like, long. These puppy goats. Hi, Rosie. Hey, stand up, Miss Mary. Show us how horrible and tall you are. Show us. Hi. Hi, Wordsworth. Oh, there's Rosie being tall. Look at her. Come on, Mary, do it. Stand up. Now she's shy. Now that I've got the camera out, she's shy. But I guess you can see Rosie, who is honestly not quite as long because she's a grown-up goat, but... And honestly, also, Rosie has to, like, prop herself up like that, as you can see. Whereas, like, sometimes I've taken videos of the boys and they can just actually stand on their hind legs for several seconds without leaning on anything, and it's terrible. And Mary can do that, too. She can, like, kind of walk a couple of steps on her hind legs before she falls over. Horrible! Horrible! Speaking of horrible, Mr. Shelley! Rosie's still at it with that tree. Hey, Lovelace! Hi, who's everyone's favorite Doberman pinscher? Rosie heard me talking to her sister and got jealous. Rosie's such a big dope. She keeps getting her head stuck in our fence and then yelling, and we have to go and free her. She's done it like 4 times. None of the other goats. Well, Mary did it once, but none of the other goats except Rosie have done it like this many times. Usually once or twice is enough that they're like, oh, this is stupid. I will get my head stuck. Which, I mean, like, we have small enough property and we're at home all the time, so it's not. Some people who have, like, a big farm or they're not home all the time, like, it's dangerous if their goats' heads get stuck in the fence because they could be there for several hours. But our goats know that if they bellow, they will get our attention in, like, 15 minutes or less. So really, it's just an embarrassment. Look at that tall boy. See, I tell you, the standing. So talented, so evil. As you can kind of see, the boys are growing their winter coats in, so they're all fluffy. It's cold today. It was like 45 when I came out here around 7:15. I think it's probably a little under 50 right now, but it's been getting cold at night, which means the goats have been, like, snuggling with each other to stay warm, and it's really cute. Because the girls all, like, curl up together and rest their heads on each other's butts. Yesterday they were doing that. They were curled up together, and Byron came over and just started biting their ears. Look, he's already got burrs on his face. Hi, my dum-dum love. I love you so much. You have burrs on your face, son. Oh, nope. He's like, I'm leaving. Okay, wow. Anyway, he just started biting their ears. Like, I don't know. Apparently out of pure spite. Just, how can I be as sort of irritatingly malicious as possible right now? What can I do that will ruin this heartwarming family moment? Hi. Hey, babe. Gentle. Rosie's not like a malicious biter, but she's also very, like, I don't know. Can I bite this? Let's find out. Hi, Miss Mary. Look at you, my little pup. We are just taking a walk. It's because it's so cool outside, it's one of the first days that I can really just walk around without like dying of heat stroke. So just taking a little walk with the kids. Just a little walk with the children. As you can see, they've all lost their collars except Wordsworth, and I haven't been able to find any of them. I was kind of low-key hoping that I would be able to spot a couple of the collars and reinstate them, but I am not seeing any collars. That said, there's like almost 5 acres. Hey, Mary. For me to look through, so I mean, it's not like that necessarily means that the collars just disappeared into thin air, but it does mean that my goats are jerks, which we already knew. Oh, I think that's probably where like a gopher tortoise lives or something. Hey, remember the giant pit in my front yard that's lined with sticks and very mysterious? It's not particularly near to where I am standing right now. I just remembered that it exists. There she goes. Ah, there's Byron standing. I don't know. I can't see any collars. Let's walk this way. Let's walk away from the road, which makes loud noises. And I don't like them. Who likes road noises? Hey, goats, goats, goats. Hey, goats, goats, goats. Hey, I'm walking here. They have no respect for me. There's a lot of trees that fell in the hurricane. I haven't really been on a detailed walk back here. And I'm like, there sure is a lot of small uprooted saplings. Hey! Oh my god, my breath is in the air. They're busy. I'm like, we are busy, Pip. What do you want? Do you want? What startled you, young man? What startled him? He's still looking over his shoulder. Goats are a mystery. Now they're all spooking. Ungulates. Am I right? Oh, it's Lovelace being tall. Everyone's being tall. Wordsworth. Are you an itchy boy? Hey, Miss Mary Mac. And Byron. Oh my goodness. I love these goats. They're so good. I love how my goats are all really different shapes. Like, the boys are one shape, and then Wordsworth is another shape, and the girls are like 3 different varieties of another different shape. It'll be really interesting to see what Wordsworth's babies with them look like, because it'll be like 4 different breeds of goats. Hey there. Hi, Flopsy Wopsy. Leaves. How's that leaf tasting? Is it delicious? You have burrs on your face too. Love a leaf. Did you find a stick, baby? Oh my god, Byron, you're my favorite dog. Yes, a good standing man. So good at standing. There's Mr. Keats. Hey there. Oh, we are making some decisions. They're just a good collection of colors too. Like, there's the 3 dark ones, and then the like 3 medium ones, and then there's Mr. Shelley. But even like Lovelace and Byron, they're both black, but they're like different colors of black. And then Rosie and Mary are similar colors, but they have, you see, she knows her name. They have different markings and stuff, don't you? And then there's Mr. Baby Keats, our antelope, and Mr. Wordsworth, who is not quite black, but he's got the black legs and the black face. And he's like, the end of his hairs are brown, which is very cute. I like, he's sort of got a little mask on his face. You have a mask. All the girls have such impressive eyebrow markings. I've seen pictures of their father, and he had really amazing eyebrow markings, so at least I think they all have the same dad. I'm pretty sure. 99%. I think Mary is Lovelace and Rosie's half-sister. I know definitely they're not full sisters, because I know that Mary's mother, that was her first time giving birth this year. And Rosie and Lovelace are a year older, so. Yesterday we had a surprise because I took Ella out and there was a cat drinking from the fish pond that's in the front of our house. And it was a black cat, and I didn't really get a good look at it, but since Mink and Helen are both black for a little while, I was really worried that, like, one of them had somehow escaped. But they did not. They were both in the house, and it was a pretty small cat, so anyway, it, like, ran away and went under the big blue dumpster that they have there for, like, the construction materials. They're almost done fixing our house, by the way. You know, you can see the side of it isn't like just a crumpled piece of house cardboard anymore. We have a roof! Hooray! Anyway, I think the cat, like, has been hiding under the dumpster. We, like, put some cat food out for it, because we are suckers! Suckers! Anyway, I think maybe word has gotten out that witches live here. What do you think, Lovely? Yeah, you think that's why there are black cats showing up at our house? Maybe? They're like, well, that's where the witches live, so obviously. What do you think, Byron? Byron is not interested in my theorizing. He's busy. What do you see there? He's fighting a bush. Mr. Keats! It's hard to see, but he's especially fluffy because of his winter coat. Because Keats is an African pygmy goat. So he's got like a fluffy undercoat, kind of like a rabbit. He's been very flufftacular. If you remember from my earlier videos, in the winter he gets a winter coat that has like, it's fluffier and it also has more black markings on it. And then his summer coat, he loses the black markings, but he gets like a black bib on the front of his chest and like more black on the mask on his face. Winter Keats and summer Keats, those are the two Keats varieties. Everyone else looks pretty much the same. They just get fluffier. I don't know why Keats is a special boy. They've been very excited about running and jumping. I think because it's finally cool enough that they can run around without overheating. Oh, I love when Mary runs, her ears like flapping majestically in the wind. Ooh, my hands are cold. It's cold. Byron, it's cold out here. It's been like 88 degrees during the day, and then all of a frickin' sudden it's like, bam, it's cold now. Haha, deal with it. Anyway, listen. I also, just for the record, want to say that I'm from Michigan. I know that 45 degrees isn't actually cold, but when it was like 92 weeks ago, it counts as cold. Doesn't it? My goats agree. Yes. It's gonna get down to freezing at night soon, actually. That's the part of Florida we live in. Alright. Oof, I'm starting to get a headache. Anyway, under this thing is where the cat, I guess it was really more like a kitten, was hiding. And when I came out this morning, all the cat food was gone from the dish. So I saw little kitten footprints on the chair where we put it. Oh, that was cute. They just sort of bonked heads as they passed each other. There's Keats getting all fluffy. Fluffy boy. The boys have also been fluffed up because they have lady friends now. And that's something that bucks do, I guess, when they're trying to be impressive, is just put up that line of fur on their backs. Their little goat mohawks. A man goat is sexy by peeing on his own face and making himself extremely fluffy, and then like doing a special sexy sneeze noise and like gurgling. The gurgle and sneeze combination. But it's not a regular sneeze. It's a special sexy sneeze. I unfortunately now know how to distinguish between the two. There are so many things that you learn when you keep goats. No one is ever like, hey, did you know that there's a regular sneeze and then also a sneeze that is supposed to be sexy? And I would be like, excuse me, what? But that's a true fact. Keats does it all the time. I was really worried at first, but it turns out it's not a real sneeze. It's a like, hey ladies sneeze. Imagine if human men did that. Imagine if they were like, hey baby, and then they did like a sexy fake sneeze. Yeah. There are like actually so many things that since I got goats, I'm like, I'm so glad that human men do not do any of these things. Thanks, human men, for mostly not peeing in your own mouths. If you do, I don't want to hear about it. Allow me to live in ignorance. Shelly keeps looking at me like, what?